Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and day 5 of the 30-day Space Wolves Army Challenge. So we're well on the way now and definitely on track. Pretty much built everything. So today I did over 800 points of infantry units all built. So in this video we'll concentrate on those and we'll start looking at the kind of theme I'm going with the army and some of the narrative behind it, how it's going to develop, and then start looking at little bits on the models and how I'm going to use those to start telling some stories and also some background for the army. So as I'm building this, I'm really starting to think about that theme and how I can incorporate it. And then when I start painting, that's when I'm really going to focus on one unit or one individual miniature, certainly the special characters, and start putting together some extra background for them, because I want them to be based on the Space Wolves that are in the Codex, but I want to develop my own stories, background and narrative for the army in that universe still, but just using that as a template to work from. So exciting stuff, but now let's go and have a look at the table and then you can see all the models, how they're put together, and I'll talk you through the different units and how the army's going to work. So here we go, here's the pile of boxes and these are all built now, so it's awesome to have them all piled up and empty, and here's the sprues all clipped off. So really productive day today, and it was all about the Grey Hunters and getting these 3 boxes of 10 miniatures each built up, so 30 miniatures all together. So there's a lot of clipping, trimming, tidying up all the pieces, and also planning exactly what I was going to do with these miniatures, what weapons I was going to give them, and how it was going to work in the different units. So I laid out all the bases, because from these sets you can build the Grey Hunters, the Wolf God, and the Blood Claws. And so I'm going to have 15 Blood Claws, 10 Grey Hunters, and 5 Wolf Guard. And I even managed to do a few extra models that you'll see later on from all the spare pieces. At this stage, I'm really starting to think about the theme of the army, what weapons to include, how I'm going to play them, and that kind of thing. And I was thinking how they would start. So we've got the Blood Claws would be the lowest rank. This is where all the new recruits would come in and they'd earn their fangs in battle, building up to the Blood Claw pack leader. And then once they've proved themselves, they move on to the more specialised and more seasoned Grey Hunters. And the Blood Claws can be anything from 15 models per unit, but as we move up to the Grey Hunters, these can go from 5 to 10 models. So they're a lot more effective on the battlefield and they've got a lot more skills developed from their experience. But they can develop from a Grey Hunter to a Grey Hunter pack leader and then move up to the elite, which is the Wolf Guard. And these are going to be pretty much, in my army, are going to feature as a unit of 5 models, maybe 6, but most of the time it's going to be 5. And these guys are the ones who have the heavier weapons and they're a lot stronger in close combat. They can also have access to jump packs, which can really add to their movement. So yeah, once you get to the elite, you'll have a load of battles under your belt and then you've really proved yourself in battle. So once I was happy with that layout and exactly how many I was going to build for each unit and what weapons I was going to give them, I got to work clipping everything off the sprues and trimming it all up. And now this took hours. It took such a long time. These packs are just full of pieces. There's so much there to work with. And even at the end of it, I'll show you later on in the video, once you see everything built, just how much is left over, because there's just tons and tons. So if you had some tactical Marines, you could certainly build a lot more from the pieces here and customize them up like I've done. This guy, you'll see, is going to be a special character later on. But here's all the pieces, all trimmed up, and there's just tubs and tubs of it. It took, I don't even know how long it took, basically all day. It's now 2:20 as I'm editing this video, AM. So yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought today. I didn't think I'd be up this late, but I was determined to get these finished. So tomorrow I can move on to the next stage. That takes care of the preparation. So now let's move on and have a look at them all built and see what 800 points of infantry looks like. And here it is. Here's pretty much everything for the army now, all on the table. I'm really happy to get to this stage. All the heads you can see are separate, so they've still got to be painted separately and glued on. But otherwise, it's pretty much built. So you can see at the back there, we've got all the vehicles and the heavier weapons. And then moving down to what I built today, all 30 of the infantry. I was also able to build an extra 7 models than planned. So there's 37 models here. So that was from the extra bits and using some of the pieces from the tactical squad of the regular Space Marines. And here's that special character I was talking about. It had to be done. You get this funny head in there and he looks just like He-Man. So I took the torso from the tactical squad, gave him a sword, gave him a shield, and then I've also got an axe that I'm going to put on the back of him as well. So yeah, it's screaming out for He-Man, and yeah, had to be done for sure. And here at the back is the lineup of blood claws. So I've built 14 blood claws and 1 blood claw pack leader. And here's the pack leader. He's got the power fist and the plasma pistol. And then all the others have gone really simple. They've just got the bolt pistols, and then they've got the chainsword as well. So they're all going to be just going in a big frenzy. And then also 2 of them can have special weapons. So I've gone for 2 flamers. I really want to go with this idea of fire and ice. It's kind of been used a lot, but I really like it. I think the theme's really cool. So having 2 flamers in there, combined with that power fist, and then all those chainsaws going mental on the battlefield, I think it's going to be great fun. And for my pack leaders for the Grey Hunters and the Bloodclaw here, I've given them on the right pauldron this fur detail, and then also the raised wolf detail on the left-hand pauldron. So I've gone with that with the Bloodclaw pack leader there, and then also the Grey Hunter pack leader. And they're also going to be armed with the axes. So I thought that was really cool to give them each an axe. So if you see the model on the battlefield, you know that that is going to be the pack leader. So he's definitely going to stand out. Then for the regular Grey Hunters, they've all got the bolt gun, bolt pistol, and I've given them the chainsword. So for an extra point, they can have a chainsword. So I wanted to add that in. So I like that idea that that's a real big theme for the infantry of the army. And I've also built some heavy weapons. So with the extra parts, I've built 1 of each of the special weapons. So they've got the multi-melter. We've got another flamer, so we've got an option to bring these in. So these are separate to those 2 5-man units. We've also got the plasma gun and also the grav gun as well. So I really like having the different options to try out. So this is going to be really fun to try the different units with these different special weapons and just see how each of them perform. I've also built another 2 models, and they're going to have the banner, so they're going to, or standard they call it, the wolf standard. So I've built 2 of those, 1 for each of the 5-man units. I could take those units up to 9 Grey Hunters with an extra Grey Hunter pack leader if I want to, and you can include a Wolfguard pack leader or Wolfguard Terminator pack leader as well. So there's lots to play around with this, and I really like the idea of popping in a Wolfguard Terminator pack leader in each of these little units as well. So with all these combined, with those heavy weapons, the Wolf standards, and adding that Terminator, I could pretty much build about 4 different Grey Hunter units here. Now we're on to the Wolfguard, and these guys are an elite unit, so you get access to a jump pack, they can have the storm shield as well, and they can also have extra weapons. So this is really great. You can give them some of the big, powerful melee weapons. I also chose to give them these wolf pelts, so these are going to be on the back. So you can see here, they're going to look slightly different from the Grey Hunters and Bloodclaws then. Otherwise, they can all look very similar. And then on the pauldrons, I've given them these decorative ones. So they're all going to have these, and none of the others from the other units have that. You get so many heads in this pack as well. So the Bloodclaws are going to have the younger looking heads, and then the kind of middle-aged will be the Grey Hunters, and then the old guys will be the Wolfguard as they build up their experience with age. And here you can see there's Wolfguard again, so some nice weapon options there with the claws, hammers, shields, and axes, and the sword as well. And here's all the heads, so these are all the ones I'm going to paint separately, and you can see there's just so many here. So a lot of them are duplicates because there's 3 packs, but yeah, lots to choose from, so there's going to be a lot of variety here. And even after it's all built, this is all what's left over, so there's just tons and tons of pieces that you can use and customize. So yeah, I mean, there's just so many bits. I even went through and did the Terminator and the cavalry as well. So I cut all the bits off that sprue too, so ready to go for the next stage. So I'm on track, and tomorrow will be day 6, and I'm going to get this Terminator captain that I forgot I had, and I'm going to turn him into a space wolf as well. I'm also going to go through all those bits I trimmed out for the different units, and then add the daggers and the little little bits that will really make them stand out. I'll finish off the Storm Wolf as well, so that won't take long, and then just magnetize some of these other weapons for the Predator and for the Redemptor Dreadnought there. I've got to make that look a lot more Space Wolfy as well. So that should be a real fun day, and I'm also going to make a start on the bases as well tomorrow. So quite a lot going on, but this is really getting to the point where I can start priming the models, and then once they're primed, we can actually start painting. Thanks again for following along with the series and seeing the progression. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am doing it. It's hard work, it's long days, my fingers are red, sore from all the trimming and everything and clipping, but I'm really happy that's all finished, and now I can move on and get some painting done, because that's when it's really going to start coming to life. So really happy with that. Can't wait to get all the bases done. I'll be doing them in a big batch as well to get it done a lot quicker. So look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Hopefully you can come and see the progress again, and then by the time you join me at the end of day 6, there'll be a load of bases, not complete, but at least ready to spray paint and get dry brushed and all that. And also all the models will be completely finished and ready to prime. I might have even primed some of them, so let's wait and see how far I can get. So thanks again, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to join me next time here on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.